All right. Okay. It's not going live here. Oh, there it is. Oh, here we go. I'm trying to.
I know.
This is crazy. Okay. Is it okay?
Oh,
Here
that
we're
just
almost
good.
there. Almost there. Almost there.
Almost there.
Oh, I think. Oh, I think we are.
We live?
Yeah. Hold on.
Are
Let
we
me cut. I'm
live?
gonna cut this off because I don't want no feedback.
Right.
All right. Here we go. Oh. Oh. We're live.
All right. Hey, y'all. Hey, Sean. Hey, Michelle.
Hey. Wait.
Thank you, guys.
Yet. We don't see you yet. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna introduce you.
Hold on, we gotta introduce
Nobody
you.
saw you. Nobody saw you
Nobody,
yet.
that was just a joke.
Nobody saw you yet. Hold on.
We were just joking.
Come on in here, y'all. Oh, let me move over so you get in the
Day
shot.
4. And when you
Day
go to bed,
4.
guess what? It'll be day 5.
If you're doing the jumping juice 10, let me see you type in.
Juice 10,000.
If you're doing the jumping juice 10,000, let me see you type in 10,000.
Good evening.
Get in here, y'all. Get in here.
Yes.
Oh,
How y'all
man.
doing?
We doing good.
Listen, I'm feeling a little skinnier. You know what I'm saying? That's when that day 4, you look in the mirror, you be like, oh, mother lover.
Look at the 10,000s coming in.
Look at the 10,000.
Lord. If you ain't a part of the 10,000,
I mean, what you doing?
you ain't a part of nothing. That's all I'm saying.
No, look, if you're really not a part of it, please go to doubledutchaerobics.com. Subscribe to the website. Y'all know we a business. Subscribe to the website. Join us on this juice cleanse. Join us on a Double Dutch Aerobics class tomorrow, 10 a.m.
Come on.
And yeah, join us on the Jump and Juice 10,000.
Get in here, y'all. Come
Gotta
on.
do a little intro. Who are you, sir?
My name is Sean Clark. Who are you?
I'm his wife. I am Michelle Clark, and we are
the owners of Double Dutch Aerobics.
I mean, no, man, but we are the owners of Double Dutch Aerobics.
But we are.
Yes.
You guys don't forget that we are the owners of.
We're the owners of Double Dutch Aerobics,
and
which
we're
is a formatted 60-minute workout class where we teach aerobics moves in the Double Dutch ropes.
And we are also hosting the Jump and Juice 10,000.
But about Double Dutch Aerobics, you can take it anywhere. We have certified instructors. You could get certified if you want to teach. And now we are also the host of the Jump and Juice 10,000.
Let me tell you, this juice right here is busting.
This is so
This
damn
is
good.
pineapple, green apple. I don't have my Honeycrisp. Green apple and cantaloupe.
Yeah, and lime.
And lime.
We always put key limes in our juice.
Got to be more careful.
It is, and we might have been dehydrated. We did a cold plunge today. If you never heard of cold plunging, Google it. It is very healthy for you. We trying to be the healthiest we can be in 2024.
That's right.
The best that we could possibly be.
2024 and beyond.
Yes. Hello.
Not just in 2024.
And for life.
Come on, somebody.
All right. So we have a special guest today.
Wait, hold on. Don't bring that in here.
Y'all wonder why we hear noise upstairs. Our kids so loud. Then I look at us. I be like, you know what?
That's what.
Because you know kids are a mirror, right?
Wait.
They get it from us. Ready?
They get it from their mama.
Do your sound, baby. Who we got today?
Listen.
Yes.
We have, man, she does so much.
Oh, she does so much.
Hold on. She runs triathlon.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me stop right there.
You can't do it neither. I haven't done it yet. I can.
I really want to do that. She runs marathons.
Yes, she does.
Hold on. She's vegan.
Yes.
She healed herself.
From what?
Asthma.
Hello.
And high blood pressure. Come on, somebody.
Hello. Healed herself.
Come on.
I repeat, healed herself.
Get in here, y'all.
And not only that, she's a personal friend. We absolutely love Elena.
I know.
If you meet her, you're gonna love her. That's just
she's also friends with everybody.
Yes.
Everybody knows Milena.
Everybody loves Milena.
In fact, when she comes on, y'all gonna be like, oh, I hung out with her. I hung out with her. I know. Ready? She's a daredevil.
Yes, she is.
That's another one.
And she creates escape rooms. Yes.
All right.
Give
it up for Milena. Come on in.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Sean. Hey, Michelle.
That you do, Milena. Like,
we did 5Ks together too, usually in January.
I was like, I think she does everything. I'm trying to, I got to narrow this down.
Thank you.
How you
guys.
doing today?
I'm great. What an intro.
Are you doing this juice cleanse with us?
Absolutely.
Yes. And what day are
Absolutely.
you on?
So I had to jump in a little early because of life, but so I'm on day 6.
Yeah.
I'm on day 6 of
And
the
how are you
jumping
feeling?
juice. 10,000. I am feeling good.
Yes. Do you
I
have
am
any
feeling-
hunger pains? Did you have any detox symptoms?
Yes to hunger pains. I usually get them in like the beginning, first few
Right.
days. So
Always.
day 3, my stomach was growling, like
Uh-huh.
yeah. And I don't know how you guys do it with kids. So right now, I'm currently watching my nephew
Yes.
for like 10 days, for the whole 10 days that I'm juicing,
Yes.
and he eats vegan meals. So I'm sitting here feeding him
Mm.
avocado and quinoa
Yes.
and sweet potatoes, and I'm just like, and he's trying to feed me sometimes too. Go.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't.
So
They just trying to help you out.
So you find it harder with like having to feed a kid or having to be around food?
oh, absolutely. So for me, whenever I juice, I have to make sure my environment is like, can I curse? Damn near,
Yes.
Yes, yes.
damn near perfect.
Yeah.
Like I need to get rid of all my temptations
Mhm.
from my house. I know some people could just do it with it. Some people like to smell food. I think you're one of them.
Smell food.
Yeah, I was gonna say
love to smell
I
food.
like to eat all of my temptations before I choose.
That's me.
Right.
I do a little binging
I'd be like,
before.
oh, I want to get this, I want to
Yes.
get that. Oh, I'm getting that because
Yep.
we're juicing.
Yes.
And I will eat right up to midnight till
Yes,
the day
me too.
before.
Right at midnight. I know.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, let's get into your story. So, how did
Okay.
you start juicing, and what did it do for you?
No, wait.
Like,
Oh, juice. Oh,
okay.
so even before you got into juicing, what was your eating lifestyle like
Before juicing?
before juicing? And then we're gonna go right into juicing right after that.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So before juicing, I ate everything. I like to eat. I've always liked to eat. I've been known to be the one I used to play tennis on tennis team in college, and we go to buffets, and they knew that I was going to just smash the whole buffet. Like I like to eat.
Yes.
And whenever I went home from college, my mom would make steak, salmon, or lasagna. Those are my main things that I loved. So that's kind of how I ate, like meat, cheese. I loved cheese. I love Tillamook cheddar cheese.
Yeah.
And
No meat off limits? Like, were
No.
you a pork person?
I ate it all.
You know?
I ate it all. I never went no pork route. I never did no pet. Like I ate it all.
You ate it all?
Except for like stuff like chitlins. I never liked that.
Yeah.
Me neither. It's terrible.
Well, it was
It's
only for the
terrible.
meat.
And it
was only for the meat.
stinks. I don't understand how anybody eats chitterlings.
Okay, so how did you get into juicing, and why did you start juicing?
Okay, so before that, one thing I did not eat very much of was vegetables, though.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, like I thought I liked salads, and I would like kill a salad bar, but it'd be romaine lettuce, cheddar cheese, croutons, and ranch dressing.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be my salad. I don't want onions. I don't want tomatoes. I don't want mushrooms. Ugh, I didn't like any of that. So
that is interesting.
yeah, I got into juicing in 2011. I watched the documentary Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead.
That's exactly how we got.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Hey, guys,
It'll change your whole life.
if you
It'll
are
change your life. Shout out to Joe Cross. You
Right.
got to give credit where credit's due.
yes,
So yes, Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, a great documentary about a guy healing all his ailments. And in it, he recommends doing a 10-day juice detox.
Yes.
Right? And so it's like, okay. So before that, I had always been a yo-yo dieter. I'd done South Beach diet. I'd done calorie counting. I'd done some Biggest Loser programs, not the real one on TV, but like at like colleges and stuff like that. So, because I had hit like a high of, I'm only 5 feet. So when I'm weighing 172 at 5 feet, that's like,
Oh wow.
yeah. And I've always been active. So I was always moving. It wasn't about me not moving. I just ate a lot and the wrong stuff.
What you tell me?
So yeah. So watched that, tried that 10-day detox.
Yeah.
And I mean, pounds just flew off. And I didn't even do it perfectly the first time, honestly. Like Like, I can't say that I was just like, I did 10 days perfect. Like, I messed up like day 2, you
Yeah.
know, but I kept going, you know, it's
Yeah.
like, whatever, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
And after that, I felt really good. And my taste buds started changing. And I started
Wait,
to like some fruits and vegetables more than I liked before.
wait, so immediately after the cleanse, or like during the cleanse, oh, well, I guess not during, but after the cleanse, you were like,
This tastes really
your,
good.
your taste buds changed in that short amount of time?
In that short amount of time.
See? And that's
Yep.
what we're telling y'all
And
on
that's-
day 4. Don't
Yep.
quit because your taste buds won't even want the bad stuff.
Let me tell you, and that's, it's funny that you said that, because while you're on a cleanse, because you know we did 60 days, right? 30
Yeah.
days, 10 days. While you're cleansing, right?
Yeah.
You think that the stuff that you crave during the cleanse, you're gonna want after.
Mhm.
And it's the total opposite. As soon as you break your cleanse, you never touch the stuff that you actually crave. Normally.
Normally. So
Normally.
Normally.
We've been bad before.
Before, but
So after your first 10-day juice cleanse, you realized you were feeling better, and
Yes.
now fruits actually tasted better. So what
Yes.
was your next step into your health and healing journey?
I continued in learning. I continued in watching documentaries and reading
Mhm.
stuff. Like, I stayed in the knowledge of what this was doing to my body and why I was feeling so good. And that was so helpful. For me, that was key, was just understanding why. Like,
right.
you know, and yeah, it was just shocking. Like stuff that they never tell you. So as far as things like asthma and how correlated it is to dairy,
Right.
you know? And so when I finished the first juice detox, I didn't go vegetarian or vegan. I just started incorporating more fruits and vegetables, but I was learning as I went, and in the documentary, they say do it every 3 months. So 3 months later, I did another 10-day, dropped another 10 pounds, like felt good all again. And each time I gained back maybe 4 to 6 pounds each time, but it was better than I'd ever been doing before. And it was coming off easily and it stayed off, you know? So, and then each time I'd incorporate more plants. And then after the third time, I was like, all right. What really happened is after the third time, I had a chicken Caesar salad thinking I was eating healthy after the cleanse. And it really messed up my digestive system.
Right.
And I was like, I'm going vegetarian. And then a few months later, I was like, I understood the impacts of dairy, and I was like, okay, vegan.
So first you started as vegetarian and then you went into veganism?
Yeah, for like 6 months.
So you did a 10-day juice cleanse after Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead every 3 months?
Yes.
Wow. And then the third time you said, all right, it's time to let go of the nonsense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How much weight did you lose?
So during just that part was 30. So like since my heaviest, I'm down 50, but I had already lost some before then. So yeah, 30 just from like juicing.
So when did you realize that you had healed from asthma? Like what was that? What were your ailments before, and what did juicing and changing your diet heal? And was it after, like, did you go all the way vegan to have your healing, or did you still heal when you were like vegetarian or going vegan?
So, okay, with my asthma, first of all, I was not a terrible asthmatic. I just carried around a pump. It was exercise-induced asthma, and if I got sick, and then I'd start wheezing.
But that's the thing. That's enough.
That's enough.
And we talk about that all the time. We just deal with our illnesses.
Yes,
it's
we just normalize it.
It wasn't that much. It just every time.
I just carried around something to help me breathe when I was exercising.
Yeah, just like, exercising. When I got sick, I just had to use a pump. Like, that's still
to me,
not
that's
okay.
what asthma was. Like, you'll be playing with a kid on the park. I'm from Brooklyn. You'll be playing with a kid in the park, and that's when they would get an attack.
Yeah, especially
to
in the
me,
winter.
asthma was always like someone would have an attack when we were doing something. So the fact, I don't know what else asthma is. Like, I don't know how else it shows out, except for when people are exercising or when they are sick. That's the only way I know it to show up. I don't like meet you and say, "Hey, you got asthma?"
True.
I guess to show up.
Yeah, no, that's real. I'm probably just kind of So my mom, she's had asthma in the past as well, and she's gone to the hospital. So when I see that, I'm like, well, I haven't had to go to the hospital, which is not a good barometer.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
I feel like everybody does that. Everybody
We all downplay our sickness.
Yeah.
I only had a little, it was just
you have knee problems, you just go ahead and get a brace.
Yeah.
Like, no, not okay.
I don't jump anymore because the way my knees, they just
no.
Right.
No.
We can't
Stop.
normalize pain.
Right.
Stop normalizing pain. So
Okay,
you had asthma, and
so
then
I had asthma. I noticed it went away really after the vegan part. That's more the reason why I gave up the dairy for real. Was like,
Because dairy definitely has a huge effect.
huge.
Huge effect.
I've talked to many other people too who haven't even necessarily gone plant-based, but they've given up dairy and they've reduced or gotten rid of their asthma just by giving up dairy.
Just by giving.
Do y'all hear that?
Do y'all hear that?
Does everybody hear that?
Literally, y'all, dairy and asthma is related.
Right.
It's related. It's
They
not
definitely go hand in hand. So
yeah.
So, and like, even when you're just sick and stuff, you're mucousy, coffee, you just don't want dairy in those times. You really don't want dairy, but if you're going to do it, there's certain times.
Right.
And it's the same thing with allergies. I used to suffer from horrible allergies. I live in Atlanta. It was raining, pollen. Your car is covered. When we did our vegan challenge, day 3 into the vegan challenge, I no longer had allergies.
No, let me tell you something. It wasn't just allergies.
It was real bad.
Michelle coughed from sun up to sundown.
When I would go to sleep, it would get really bad.
I was like, Michelle, seriously, we're gonna have to go to the hospital. This is out of control.
Because it was too much. It was too much.
Yeah.
And I tell people, even if you don't want to go vegan now, just test yourself. Like, do a 30-day challenge, or especially do it in April when the spring happens. And if you have bad allergies, it will help those allergies subside. It 100% will help.
Yep.
Because dairy causes inflammation.
Yep. I totally agree. I used to be one to take Zyrtec, Claritin, all that stuff. I don't take any of that anymore. And sometimes my allergies still bother me, but nothing like before.
Nothing. And that's since you became vegan as well. Yeah. It wasn't only that is.
Yeah. It's amazing, the power of food and cleansing and fasting. And fasting is like the biggest tool in our toolbox.
It's the biggest tool.
It is. It really is.
It's the biggest tool. People ask questions like, well, how come I can't have a smoothie?
Right.
People ask those questions. How come I can't have a smoothie? Or how come I can't have coffee? Or how come I can't have... Because that you are breaking the fast.
You're breaking the fast.
When you're fasting, you're filling your body, which is what we're doing. Jump in Juice 10,000.
Come on, y'all.
You're filling your body with only nutrients and water. And literally your digestive system is taking a break.
Yes.
And that's how the reverse of all these sicknesses happen. Fasting is even the way I healed from fibroids. I healed from fibroids from fasting. Veganism will help it stop growing, but fasting reverses.
Takes it over the top.
Yeah.
And it's just like you were on a medication. How long did you have to have an asthma pump? Was it since childhood?
Yeah, since childhood.
Wow.
And
it's worse as a child. I used to be sometimes. I mean, I wasn't like I don't want to minimize, but I did have to do like the breathing treatments and where you.
That's not. That's
for someone who did have asthma. That's a lot.
That's definitely minimizing it.
Yeah. If I didn't have it, I would have been in the hospital. But it's cool.
But remember that time when I went to the hospital and I had the treatment? No, it's serious.
Yeah.
And that's what we don't want.
Wait. So you had it from a child until all the way till you became vegan. How old were you?
I went vegan in like January 2012. So January 2013. So what's it, 10-11 years ago? So I was 27 going on 28. I'll be 39 next month. So
I just want people to hear that.
Yes.
Because so many of us have children with asthma.
Yes.
And so we don't relate the two. We just think it's like bad luck, good luck. You know what I mean? We just thought some people have asthma, some people don't.
I was just about to say
it's just
that.
like a thing. And the fact that you had it your whole childhood just until you changed your diet, it sounds almost too simple. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like too easy. So you had the standard American diet Did you ever, when you went vegan, did you ever have any lapses? Did you ever have any, I missed this? Did you ever fall off? And what was that like?
Mhm.
Yes. So first, when I went vegetarian, the first and the last meat that I've had intentionally was after I went vegetarian. So I knew I was already vegetarian, and then that same January, for New Year's, my friend's grandmother always made oxtails.
Speaking my husband's language, you know we from Brooklyn.
I
Speaking of
love
oxtails.
Milena, let me tell you
Yeah.
something about oxtails.
I know, right? And so, but I didn't see you from Brooklyn. I didn't even know it's a Brooklyn thing. I didn't know anything about oxtails till coming to the South.
Oh my God, it is so.
So you didn't know what it was as a kid?
No,
You know, a lot of people.
I'm from New Hampshire, so you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine oxtails being in New Hampshire at all.
Yeah.
In fact, is there anything in New Hampshire?
Shut up, man. Don't be rude to our guests.
She knows I'm
Yes,
joking.
Yes, we love Milena. We just
Yeah, it's
oxtails are our favorite. So you broke it with oxtails, and
so when my friend's grandmother made it, and like I know them from college, and so she'd been doing it for the past few years at that point, and I was like, I gave it up, and she was like really excited, like, I knew you were coming over, and I was like, okay, last time, like
this is the last.
Yeah. So
was it worth it?
Huh? Yeah.
Mm.
It was good. However, my mindset as far as like eating all that stuff, and I'm okay with like been there, done that. That was the past. And I also personally have kept a focus on the animals to keep myself from eating them. Not that I really love animals that much, because I don't have pets or anything like that. I think they're a waste of time. But I know people love their pets. But like I just can't do it,
That used to be Michelle.
Yeah.
Each their own, right? But I just would always think of eating flesh. I'm eating someone's body. I'm eating someone's fear. I'm eating and that kept me focused on my goal. And it's what I needed to do. So if people don't feel that, that's fine for them. But for me, that's what kept me on the path, because I would eat vegan junk food. I would eat stuff that's still bad for me. So if I eat stuff that's still bad for me, then why wouldn't I keep eating, burgers every now and then, and cheese every now and then, all the other stuff that I like too. So that's what kept me on the plant-based side. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Now,
Well, I guess that doesn't keep me every once in a while. But I didn't ask you to judge me, judge your mama. But every once in a while. But I understand that. And if that speaks to people, then that's good to share, because people also, we don't relate it.
Yeah.
Like literally, we don't relate the animal to the meat. It's like we've been so separated, when in actuality, if you had to watch your animal die, or if you had to watch, that would do something to you, because you can't separate it. But we get it from the supermarket and be mad when it has blood in it.
Yeah.
Like it's not an animal. The irony. Or curse the restaurant out because it got a red line. Well, it is an animal. Right. It did die.
Right.
But we've been so conditioned, we don't even know the craziness that we're, you know what I'm saying? The craziness that we're saying.
As a vegan, right? What's the number one question that people ask you?
Protein.
Come on, somebody.
Protein.
Where do I get my protein? And for the longest time, y'all, I don't take protein powders and stuff. Like I have had stints, and that's probably even more recently, and also just because they're kind of delicious. Right. But I'm not counting my protein, and I've done a lot of like physical activity, like you guys mentioned. Like I'm
tell them when you train for a triathlon, because that's what a lot of people will ask. Because that's when a lot of people who are training, especially for something like a triathlon, they go, wait, I need the protein to actually get through this race. Yeah. So what did you do to prepare food-wise?
Trainers would say that all the time.
For people who lift weights. So what did you do to get through that? And how did you feel doing it vegan?
I basically just ate. Like you just eat, as long as you're eating enough food. In general, if you're eating enough food, you're going to have enough protein. Unless you're just sitting here trying to be like this, huge bodybuilder or whatever, where you need extra. And then even if you're eating meat or not, you're still taking in extra,
Right.
So I ate my main food, really everything. I love food. I eat everything. So
Yeah.
I probably ate bananas a lot for energy, peanut butter,
Yeah.
salads. I don't know. It wasn't even that specific.
Yeah.
I can tell you during my big race. So like I did an Ironman, which is like a pretty long triathlon.
What
Wait, what is a triathlon and what is an Ironman?
What is an Ironman?
Okay, so a triathlon is it's swim, bike, run. It's you do it all at once, right? And there's different distances. So really, if you're able, I would say able to move and stuff, but I'm not even saying like having all your limbs because I've done triathlons with people with one leg, no legs. So really, if you just have the mindset and you want to do a triathlon, you can.
Right.
The distances are very similar to like 5K, which is like 3 miles. 10K is 6 miles. So triathlon, the same thing. There's a sprint, which is like a short swim, 10-mile bike, and it ends in a 5K. There's an Olympic. It's like a little longer swim, maybe a 15-mile bike ride, and it ends in a 10K. They go up like that. So there's half Ironman, where then it's a longer swim. It's a 1.2-mile swim, a 56-mile bike ride, and it ends in a half marathon. And then there's a full Ironman. So a full Ironman is a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike, and it ends in a full marathon, 26.2 miles.
After you swim and after you bike.
No, but no, a marathon? You
It
ran
ends
a
in a
marathon after
That's
all
what
of
I'm
that?
saying.
How is that even humanly possible?
With
It's-
no meat.
With no meat.
Did y'all hear that? With no protein. And I gotta say this, especially to the people who have children
Wow.
now. Our children who are 6, 5, and 2, our 6-year-old and our 5-year-old came. We had this conversation in the car today.
Mhm.
And this is where it starts. They're learning the 5 food groups.
It's the 5 food groups.
And they call meat protein, huh?
Yes.
That's so annoying because protein is in like everything.
I know. And we had to explain
It's
to the
in
kids
everything.
because you have to remember our kids are the anomaly right now. So it's not like they're surrounded by vegans. So they're learning the food groups. And what did Sean Jr. say? Some people say dairy is healthy, but it's not healthy.
I was like, y'all better go.
I was like, we both were like, you look at each other and be like,
we didn't even have to say anything. They were like, and I was like, wait a minute, do y'all eat meat? Is meat healthy?
No.
We're vegan.
But they're learning in school the exact opposite.
Yes.
Literally, they're learning in school the opposite.
Because it's another system. All these systems are funneling you into another system. So eventually these kids get to go and somehow contribute to the healthcare system when they start getting whatever issues that they need asthma pumps for, eczema cream for, whatever else. It's just, hey, we're just funneling in. And because the school books were sponsored by dairy companies.
Say it again. Hold on, wait, we gotta pause that. You gotta rewind that.
Wait. So wait.
Say that again.
The school book, like the books, the curriculum sponsored by dairy companies. Like everything in this world, like in the United States, is sponsored by somebody with a totally different interest at heart. And it's at the end of the day, it's about money. And they don't care about it.
When I see those pink ribbons on yogurts,
oh my God.
Flips.
I know.
My stomach flips. When I see pink ribbons on yogurts, it hurts my heart because it's like, if you don't know, then you don't know.
Right.
And I listen to my children and they're 5 and 6 and they're already, and we wonder why we're 30 talking about, wait a minute, I don't know if I can let go of the protein.
Yeah.
Because we've been conditioned since we were 5.
Yeah.
The condition starts now.
Yeah.
And so, it's just everything.
Yeah, so hats off to y'all for breaking the cycle with your kids. And because your kids are going to start breaking the cycles for everybody else around them too. So,
Yes, that's what the goal is. And their friends know they're vegan, right, babe?
Yeah, they'd be like,
no, Phoenix doesn't eat that.
Yeah.
She's vegan.
Yeah, we went on their school trip.
Yeah.
They're like, no, Phoenix is vegan.
Yeah. At 5 and 6,
okay.
and
That's
so
good.
they'll know what it is.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They'll know what it is.
Right, because I didn't know what vegan was until.
I didn't know what vegan was either.
Yeah, I don't even think I knew. God, even just a couple years, the year before I did my first juice fast, I lived with a roommate who's vegetarian, and I remember being that asshole sitting at the table with her. She's vegetarian. I'm eating my hamburger like, don't you miss this?
I feel sorry for you.
Right.
That's the thing. Oh, I feel sorry for you because this burger is killing me. That's what that's what the word should say.
Do you
Yeah.
ever get tempted? Do you
Um,
ever get tempted? Like even now, I'm talking about
Even
like
now.
today. Like,
I
do
get
you get tempted? Do you
And
miss?
I had a question. How did your family react to you going vegan, knowing that when you came home, how did you deal with that? Like when you went home for holidays, or your mom like to cook you?
we could just tie that together. I don't know if my mom's on here or not. She could be.
Let me see. I'm looking.
I don't
What's her
know
name?
if she's on or not.
What's her
But
name?
How'd you raise such an amazing daughter? You got some amazing kids. Malika.
yes,
Your mom on IG?
my mom is. My mom and my dad. They're both on. Yeah.
What are their names? I'm
Oh,
looking.
look,
I'm looking.
No, stop it. Stop. Let her answer the question.
So so when I go home, mom would be like, "Don't you just want a little of this? Don't you just want a little bit of that?" I didn't put that much.
Mom.
I know. I didn't
Mom.
put that much steak. It's just taste of. You've been eating my steak since you was born. Stop playing with me.
Oh, dad's on. I just saw his single expression. He said yes.
So how did they feel when you said no?
They felt good though. They're still, my parents are very supportive. And actually, before I even went vegan, they had gone to a health institute called Optimum Health Institute, which focuses on fasting and doing like a real extensive raw cleanse where you're like drinking wheatgrass and you're taking it up the butt and like all this stuff, like very to heal, like really extensive to heal whatever illnesses. And so my parents had gone to that probably years, I don't even remember it anymore, before I went vegan. So they knew more so about some type of plant-based life, but the plant-based life they knew about was way more strict and way like, so they didn't end up maintaining it. They did take some gems from it.
Right.
So they were somewhat aware though of the vegan lifestyle. I don't know if they knew how long, like, I don't know if they knew it'd be a thing forever for me or forever from now. You know, that's, I'm saying, I don't say anything's permanent, but pretty much permanent. We'll see.
Now,
But,
with families and holidays, did you have any difficulties?
initially it wasn't that easy, but now it's great. Like we've done vegan holidays. We've had vegan Thanksgiving. Yeah, at my parents' house and stuff. And we made my brother and my ex-wife. I'm a COVID divorcee, so but yeah, so the three of us, me, my brother, and her, we made like vegan tacos and vegan, and then also vegan versions of some of the like traditional foods and stuff. But it was great, and we had a bunch of friends and family come over, and yeah, everybody got to experience it. And a lot of my family members are like dabbling, you know, dipping and dabbing in it, or they'll eat more plants, you know, now that I'm vegan. Nobody's gone vegan, but everyone's like, and they share like vegan stuff with me all the time, like showing me like, oh, I made this, I made that, you know.
Yeah,
because that's what happened with us. So the first year we went vegan, Michelle and I, we brought food to Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
and then when we got there, people started tasting our food, and then they wanted ours.
Yes, and I'm like, wait a minute,
right,
I get a little greedy,
right? And so you know, our parents too was trying to slide in some food for us too. But then when they saw how serious we was, the next year they started cooking vegan stuff for us.
Yes.
And so we really appreciated that.
Really
and they got really good at it. Like your mom's potatoes.
Ooh.
Like
and her stuffing
and my mother's
the
vegan
collard greens without the meat.
My mother's vegan potato pie.
Yep. Mom can throw down on some greens too. My dad can whip up anything. Yeah, like and
it makes us feel.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
and they actually went vegan for 8 months.
Yeah,
your parents and my mother.
Vegan for 8,
wow.
8 months.
Yeah, because you got to try. You know, you want your parents to be, you push them. You don't push everybody, but your parents, you know, the people right here close to you, you push them. Now you said, what about relationships and being vegan? Like, do you find that hard with friends or even romantically? Is that hard? And have you ever been with someone that wasn't vegan? Because that's closer than like, you know, your family that's not in the same house as you.
Yeah. Now, before you answer that, guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the comment box, okay? Yes. If you have any questions, because it's going to take like 55 seconds. Go ahead and post it in the comment box. All right, go ahead.
All right. So, so my ex-wife was not vegan, but neither was I when we got married. So she's actually the one who told me to watch Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead because she was she was on her own journey as well. Yeah. She's the one who also got me into triathlons and because she's the one who wanted to be an Ironman and I never heard of it before.
Right.
But so during our relationship, I thought we were both going vegan. Mm-hmm. It turns out she had other plans that just, she didn't really want to tell me.
So you went and she didn't go vegan.
Yeah, she did for a while. She went plant-based and then, it's not necessarily for everyone. But as far as the difficulty, it's interesting because, I don't know if you guys experienced when you first go vegan, it is a mindset of like, this is it. This is the way, And so I definitely had that. Like, man, like just be vegan. Like everybody should just be vegan, And so for me, I think that there's been a certain level of maturity that's came over the years as far as being able to like really staying close to somebody who's not vegan, But I will say, ultimately, I would still prefer somebody vegan because I like to eat a lot. I like to share my food. And so there's been times I remember like even going to a restaurant and say, like, she gets something and is not vegan and I get something that's vegan and she's trying my stuff. And I'm like,
right. This is not fair.
It's very one-sided.
It's very one-sided.
My love language is food. Come on.
Right. You got to feed me. Not only the sides. I don't want that's interesting.
Yeah. So, and then as far as like friendships and stuff, I mean, a lot of my friends and a lot of the connections I made have been through food and sharing and the vegan lifestyle. So a lot of the people I travel with and a lot of my friends, like we are vegan or at least like appreciative of plants. Like it's no problem to go to a vegan restaurant.
Right.
I have encountered people like, I'm not going to a vegan restaurant. And it's like, but the food's good, and I don't want to keep having those like trying to pull them, this way, or I have to go to a non-vegan restaurant and they're like, they have salad.
Right.
I know.
They got French fries and it's like, okay, because I mean, we do that. And sometimes
you have to.
Yeah. So
I think the only hard part about being close to someone who is not vegan is that when you watch them go through stuff that they can heal. So it's not that I necessarily care what you're actually eating. Like I'm not in your plate. But if you're like complaining about your knees or if you're complaining or if you have high blood pressure and we're close.
Yes.
And I know that, or if you snore bad at night and I know that you, just to let y'all know, that's related, FYI.
Yeah.
But if you snore really bad at night, if you're having breathing issues, and then I'm watching you eat your cheese, it's hard being in close proximities. And that's not trying to be controlling or like vegan, you got to be vegan. It's just like, no, I see you making yourself sick. And so partnership, that's the thing that I find or that I would find difficult is watching you be sick and complain about something that we know the answer to.
Right.
So that's, you know what I'm saying?
That is very difficult. And that's just another part of the journey of learning like how you can, kind of help and motivate and be an influence, but also when to step back.
When to step back. Because you don't want to push anyone, but you're like, if you're sick, come on now. Know
I mean, have you ever had a situation like that where you knew someone was sick and
yes.
Why?
Yeah.
I think we all do.
Be quiet and sip your straw. Like, oh God. You already probably said it once, but you don't want to say it 10 times.
So because there's it's a whole mindset thing though. People health different too, and being here in the United States, like medication is like the go-to. So some people, even when they're sick, they don't think they're that sick because they're like, well, I'm only on one medication or I'm only on this. I only take this high blood pressure pill. And you're like, oh, high blood pressure. That's like one of the easiest things. But, and then a lot of things. Some things take time too. So people want like a fast reaction, right?
Yeah.
with a lifestyle change, it may take some years for some of your issues to go away because you've been feeding it for years.
For years, yeah.
But fastest way, just an FYI, y'all. Fastest. No, really.
And you
fastest is the fastest way to see healing.
And you said you had high blood pressure, right?
I had had what people would call normal blood pressure. So I had like 128 over 80, right? And this is before going vegan. But like I just happened to look back at my health records. Kaiser keeps them. And then since going vegan, my blood pressure is, some people might say this is dangerous, but it's fine. It's 90 over 60. And like the change is very, sometimes I'm at 100 over 60, but like but that's my natural blood pressure. Cause that's another thing, they gauge people in the medical industry with the same baseline, no matter what.
Yes. They treat the paper, not the person. They treat the paper, not the person.
Exactly. So for me, I turned out 128 over 80. I don't think that was I'm good with where I am now. Like every time I go to the doctor, they're like, oh, okay, it's fine. Like that's perfect. Like 100 over 60, 90 over 60. Perfect. So, and I don't pass out. I don't feel lightheaded. I don't get headaches.
Yes. We've run a 5K together. Yes.
yes.
There's one coming up now.
There's one coming up. I'm not doing that. It's always the coldest day. It's always the coldest day.
I understand. I haven't been running in a couple of years. The pandemic, I didn't realize how race motivated I was. And so once the races got canceled, I was like, oh, there's nothing to change for. And so now I'm like, I'm a parking lot walker now. Get out of my parking lot.
I have to say this for those, Milena, you taught me something. I want to say thank you for that. You taught me that if something has cholesterol in it, it's not vegan. Mm-hmm. So that's even a test when you're looking at the back of things, which I didn't know. So anybody with high cholesterol, 1 zillion, gazillion percent, juice cleansing and veganism will 100% heal high cholesterol. That's a fact. And a way that is that if you look on the back of any packaging, if it has any number near cholesterol, it's not vegan. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, that's a trick. So even if you get confused by labels or anything, if that cholesterol number says anything besides 0, then that means it's not vegan. Everything vegan has 0 cholesterol, which I didn't know. I was like, oh, that's good, because labels can be confusing.
Yeah.
And so with stuff like that, it makes it clear. So somebody says, since juicing, my blood pressure has been amazing.
It's my cousin Normie.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So at this time, go ahead.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, you can say 10 more things. Yes.
I just want to say, as far as like fasting and juicing and diet changes, whatever issues you have, if you have the ability to just try something to change it by diet, and even if you don't feel like convinced to do vegan, but you want to try just some other diet change, you have to do it. Like you can experiment on your own body, especially if it's not something that you just feel like you're going to die tomorrow. If you have the time, experiment on your own body. Yeah. Try a different way of eating. Make sure that you're cognizant, like paying attention to ingredients. Make sure that you're getting, because at the end of the day, we want to stay away from processed foods and stuff. But like, people just need to just try it. We have to try experimenting on ourselves and see what works. So try something for a month or 2. Do a challenge. Do a juice. See how your body feels, because yes, at this point, people's bodies may react differently to different diets, but because there's so many other things going on too. There's environmental stuff. There's water's messed up. Sometimes plants are messed up. We know the animals are pumped full of antibiotics and everything else. So it is hard, and sometimes it will be hard to get results, but you have time. Try it. You have to try something. That's it.
And just one question. Last question, then we'll ask you guys can ask your questions. What other things happened to you when you went vegan, like total body? So of course, you didn't have asthma anymore, but did your menstrual cycle change? Did your reaction to things, like what else changed? Did your body feel better because you were always athletic? Like what changed for you?
Okay, so the main thing is, the weight loss is just great in general. Weight loss is always a great thing. If you're struggling with weight loss, I do know people who are struggling with weight gain. And so for juice detox, and if you're one who struggles with weight gain during a juice detox, You have to understand, like a 10-day is just a temporary time where you're healing other things in your body. It's,
right.
At the end of the day, it shouldn't even be about the scale. But if it is, that's fine. But like, it's 10 days. It's temporary. You can gain the weight back. But
you said that was so good to
I
say.
know.
People be like, but I don't want to lose weight. Yeah, but you're sick.
Yeah.
Right? And you could gain the weight back. But if you're going through heavy periods, do a juice cleanse. If you're having issues, any kind of health issues, it will help. The weight, you could get it back. Try. I could show you how to do that.
Right. I'm gonna sign up. Look, I'm gonna start a new page, like
I know.
Weight gain consultations.
I know. Definitely do that. But that's good. That's good.
But yeah, so
what's a vegan meal that you would recommend to somebody who's trying to transition into veganism?
So the way that when I first went vegan, I kept it so basic. However, it's harder nowadays because when I first went vegan, there weren't alternatives all over.
Right. It's a new alternative every week. Go to a different state. You'll find new alternatives there.
It's true.
Yeah, it's crazy. But like I kept it very basic. So like I was like a green, and like beans or like potatoes, sweet potatoes or something like that. So I love doing bowls. So quinoa. I would do quinoa, kale, and sweet potato. Easy, right? Like you make a sauce or anything, however you like to cook that. Bake the sweet potato. Big thing of quinoa, it can last forever. At the time I was staying away from rice and potatoes and stuff because I was still very attached to my South Beach diet days. In South Beach diet, you can't have carbs. Like starchy carbs. So I didn't eat rice. I didn't eat potatoes. So just lots of veggies. I did a lot of veggies. You can eat as many veggies as you want.
Unlimited. And fruit. Hello.
Yes, and fruits. Yes. And so, oh my gosh, I make banana nice cream all the time.
You know, what do I make after the juice cleanse? What was my like almost every night meal?
Yes.
Nice cream is amazing.
Nice cream, yes.
Nice cream has changed people's lives. If you're an ice cream addict, we call it nice cream because there's no cruelty involved, but freeze some bananas. Even if you don't like bananas, I actually rarely eat bananas.
That's Michelle. That's the same.
But nice cream is a total different ballgame.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah. So just a nice cream, guys, is frozen ice cream in a blender.
It's frozen bananas.
Frozen bananas.
You can blend it up. Ice cream. If you have a strong blender like a Vitamix, you don't even have to put any liquid. If you could have it nice and creamy. If your blender can't necessarily handle it, put a little bit of water or a little bit of plant milk.
If you have a weak blender. I do a food processor if you have a weak blender.
Right.
And it's just the frozen bananas. And just to let y'all know, if I go to a smoothie spot and they don't have frozen bananas, I walk right out.
Yes.
I know you don't know how to
make smoothies.
Yeah.
You don't know how to make smoothies.
That's going to be a bad smoothie.
It's going to be a bad. If you put ice and a banana in a smoothie,
I'm out.
Give me my money. I'm not coming. I literally go in. If I go to any smoothie spot, are your bananas frozen? No. All right. This is Miami got that down. Miami knows to freeze their bananas. I got the best smoothies ever.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. We buy bananas to freeze them too. In fact, Trader Joe's looks at us because we buy the box of 100.
Oh yeah. I buy it from I buy mine from DeKalb Farmers Market. You get it's 40 pounds for $20.
Right.
And and I hang them all at once and let them ripen evenly, and then they're all.
We never bought it because it was a little more expensive individually. It might be cheaper.
It might be cheaper
box.
there.
Teaching me something already.
Didn't even think about that.
I didn't think about that.
But I didn't know Trader Joe's had them by the box. So
we buy them by the box.
What is it? 100?
100.
100
bananas. Frozen bananas are the base for all smoothies. Tell them. People don't know that.
It is.
People think I don't like bananas. It don't taste like bananas. It makes it taste like a milkshake.
And by the way, look, if you're thinking about going vegan, sometimes, you know, when we ask people to try vegan food, they go, oh my God.
I mean, they won't even
listen. You know what's vegan? All of the sides are vegan.
Yes.
Rice is vegan. Quinoa is vegan. Potatoes, sweet potatoes. All of the French fries, whatever you eat, it's just all about what you put on them.
Yes. And we're not telling you to just go through it. We're telling you to be open to trying new things. That's what we're saying.
Because if going vegan and juicing can heal your body, it's a very small task.
It's a small task.
Like if you can heal yourself in 10 days from a 10-day juice cleanse or a 30-day juice cleanse, you might say, oh my God, 30 days, that's a long time.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, it's not. It's
like
not. You could change your whole life in 30 days. That's a short time. That's a short time. So I'm just saying.
Yeah. And it's no side effects. And so all the pills that you're on, you'll hear people say, well, I've been on this pill for 4 years. Why is it doing this to my body now? Because all those pills have a little bit of poison in it. All medicine has a little bit of poison in it. And eventually the poison will get to you. So the side effects didn't mess with you the first year.
Yeah.
But remember, pills are not made to get off. Pills sustain. Juicing reverses. You had asthma since you was a child. And literally the thing that reversed it, where you didn't have to have a pump when you exercise.
Right.
Or when you got sick, you didn't have to have a pump anymore because you still exercise and you still sometimes get sick. And the reason why you no longer need the thing that you needed for most of your life up until your 20s, food.
Right.
Food reverses, food heals, pills and medication sustains.
Right. We just want everybody to make the connection with what you put in your system. And I know I keep saying it. What you put in your system
matters.
What affects everything you do.
Yes.
It affects everything.
And guys, we're only on day 4. Just to let y'all know, if you're not in the Facebook group, we have people leaving testimonials there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I got out of bed. I didn't hurt today.
Yeah.
Oh, my knee that I thought was hurting is not hurting as bad. This is day 4.
I lost 8 pounds. I lost 7 pounds. Oh my God, I was snoring at night, but now I'm not snoring anymore. Like, oh my God, I'm sleeping better. Like,
my friend's mom is doing it too, and she has like a neuropathy thing, numbness from having cancer back in the day, and the port that they put in your arm and stuff, so numbness or whatever. And she said 2 days in, it went away.
Isn't God's food amazing?
Let's just stop right there. Let me hold
on that. How many days? Did y'all hear that?
2 days.
2 days in.
Not 20, not 60 like our crazy selves. 2. Day 2 of fasting. And that's why we say fasting is fast. Fasting is the fastest way to healing.
Yeah.
And even
if it takes a year or 2.
Even if it takes a year or 2, because that was me. I was trying to.
The point is you'll heal.
You will heal. I was trying to do a diet to heal fibroids. I was trying to be on this diet plan, which was so much harder for me.
Mm-hmm.
And fasting and juice fasting reversed it like this.
Yes.
Sticking to the diet too, to me, was harder. The thing about juicing, y'all, for those in your juice cleanse, it's very simple. Water and juice. It's hard to mess up. When you're doing food, sometimes it's like, well, can I add a little more salt?
Right.
Or can I, you know what I'm saying? I can't add the little, I need that little seasoning. You just get more and more and more and more. So for those of you that are with us, I'm very excited to have you with us for the Jump and Juice 10,000. Oh, somebody lost 8 pounds.
We got a couple of people.
The Facebook group DM us day 4. So, okay, guys, if we don't have, do we have
lost 3 pounds?
Yes,
8 pounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Let's see. Day 4. I'm able to focus. Hey,
the clarity.
Hey, Macy. Hey, Taj.
The clarity.
Yeah.
Taj, Jump and Juice 10,000. You hear this, Taj? You know we love you. Sis. Shout out to Taj. All right. Any questions for Melena?
I was gonna take a.
Yes, we're a little delayed on our end, so don't mind us. But if they type it in. Any questions for Melena while we're here? So again, guys, this is the Jump and Juice 10,000.
Let's tell them about it.
We're doing a juice cleanse with 10,000 people. It is not too late to join us. You could literally go to doubledutchaerobics.com. Oh, right. I have to tell them. Have you ever had Barbie's juices, Melena?
No, the one time I went, she was sold out. When I had the opportunity to.
That's the problem. That's a problem. That's a good problem.
Guys, just to let y'all know, we got the infamous Barbie again for our pop-up tomorrow, but you do have to order. She has a couple of spots left. You do have to order before 10 p.m. tonight. So DM me if you want to get Barbie's juices. Again, like Melena said, it was sold out.
Sold out.
She is sold out. We got her again for the Jump and Juice 10,000. She has a couple of spots left. The cutoff is 10 p.m. Pickup is tomorrow after class. We got class at 10 a.m. So I
do have another thing.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
So I saw somebody had asked the other day, like, how do you prevent cheating during the detox?
Yeah.
And so for me, what helps when I actually make a detox all the way through and not cheat, which I'm doing this time, and I did a few months ago and stuff. Is one is mindset, like really focusing on the why, like
that why
are you doing this? I am healing my cells, my body is enjoying this, it's loving it, and
That's
then 2, focusing on the fact that it's temporary.
That's it.
It's temporary. And then 3, being in a spirit of gratefulness, being very grateful that like I was able to receive this information of healing, like, because not everybody can receive it. People can hear it, but they don't receive it, And so, like, why are you doing this juice detox? Like, what is it about you that was able to resonate with this? And that's an amazing thing. Like, I'm so grateful to know that this is a method and a modality of healing, because people don't get that. They don't know, like people literally is just, the way that we're brought up and everything else, we're very ignorant to it. So you have to be in a spirit of gratefulness, like every day, you're like, yes, okay, this may hurt, but I'm grateful that I even know about this. I'm grateful that I'm even able to participate in this. I'm grateful that, I'm able to buy these fruits and vegetables and I have this juicer, or I know this juicer, Barbie, or, like, and just be in a spirit of gratefulness every day. So when it gets hard, you have to go back to there and be like, okay, but like how blessed am I that I get to do this?
Right. And who's watching you? Like, you don't realize the people you're affecting. Like, we didn't know that we would have this many people juicing with us doing the 60 days. After, it's not like when we were on day 52, we were like, you know what? We're going to have 10,000 people juicing with us. Right. But you don't know who's watching you. So sometimes the person it could be your family member who's sick watching you do a 10-day juice cleanse, and they're going to be motivated to heal themselves. Or your child, your teenager who's going through something, or even our children, they want to do a juice juice cleanse with us. Mm-hmm. We only gonna have them do like half a day. Okay. They 6, 5,
one day. And then at night we'll get them something to eat.
Then at night, yes. But you don't know who's watching you.
Right.
So, and that's why people were hesitant to do the video, but the video, you realize it's not about you. It's about the person that sees your video and goes, oh,
hey, Barbie. Yes.
I should, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should jump in. She look my age. She look my she look my size. And I love your story also because people always say, I'm a foodie, right? I can't go vegan. What you think? I'm like, do you see me? I go up and down and around. You don't think I like
you think we're gonna stop eating? When you're a vegan, you don't eat anymore?
Oh, you don't think I like food? Oh,
by the way,
I just want to eat broccoli.
By the way, you can gain weight while being vegan.
Yes,
don't think you're vegan. Oh, I'm good. No, you could be an unhealthy vegan.
I lost 47 pounds and still wasn't all the way skinty. Okay,
right.
Lose a pound or two. You hear me?
Yeah, I have to use the hashtag too. Not a skinny vegan. Like just because you're vegan, that's the thing too with protein. They're like, oh, how do you get your protein? Or like, oh, like when you look and it's like, I'm not a bag of bones. Like, what are you talking about?
But anytime they mention protein, I always go, okay, well, how much protein are we supposed to get?
They don't even know.
Crickets.
They never know.
Crickets.
I mean, every time I ask.
Crickets.
Right? But that's not their fault. It's just that
we've been conditioned since 5.
We've been conditioned.
And then
the other question is, how do you make sure you don't get too much protein?
What'd you say?
I said the other question is, how are they making sure they're not getting too much protein, because it can impact your organs. It's too much protein.
It does.
That it can. It does. Mm-hmm. Not only that, you're not getting your proper protein from Chick-fil-A. So stop playing with me.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Your Popeyes ain't. What you think? Your Popeyes is better? So, somebody had somebody had a question.
Here, right?
When he finds the question, I just wanted to say to everyone, remember, guys, there are levels. So when you hear that like a processed Beyond Burger isn't healthy for you, yes, it's not healthy for you, but there are levels. It is better than a cow burger. So I want to be very clear on that. It's not vegan cheese is not the healthiest thing in the world, but dairy is a no. Eat paper instead of dairy. Okay.
Dairy is scary. Dairy
is scary. That's a t-shirt. Y'all go ahead and quote that. Dairy is scary.
All right. All right. Milena, any suggestions on keeping yourself accountable to the
Hey, cuz. That's my cousin.
That's my big cuz. Oh, okay.
Any suggestions on keeping yourself accountable to follow through?
I think you kind of
yes, for the most part, it's like I said, staying in the knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep learning. Keep understanding your why.
Watch another documentary. Those always pump you back up. When you slip off and you watch another documentary, you're like, you know what? I really should clean it up.
Yep.
This is not good for me. Relearning and learning again, and then learning.
And then trying to be really aware, like when you are eating, how do things make you feel? You know?
Yep. That is a good one.
And I want to share with people, when you go vegan, when it becomes normal for you, it's just your normal. So it's not like you're focused on being vegan. It's just like the way you're not focused. What you have for breakfast is what you have for breakfast, and you have your lunch. When you go vegan and you get like in your norms, it's just your way of life. It's not something you actually have to like focus on. You only have to focus on when you're doing the transition. After that, it should, your restaurants. We know I'm going to Cecili's. We know I'm getting my, like, you know how you live your life. So it's not abnormal to you anymore.
Right.
Why can't you eat a mint or chew gum?
Oh, during the fast? Because
it's breaking the fast. Yeah.
A mint isn't a fruit.
Or vegetable.
A gum has like stuff in it.
I know.
Yeah, it's like
it doesn't.
What is gum, by the way? Yeah, you shouldn't be.
You're just probably putting more chemicals and stuff that you don't want in your body.
That's why you can't.
Wait, hold on. What did you say? Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
You're probably just putting more chemicals and stuff that you don't want in your body. You're trying to detox out of
that.
Yes.
That's why you can't have mints or coffee. But that's a great question, because especially because you don't eat those things, people think that it's acceptable during a fast. So I want to be clear. That's a great question, because especially gum, we don't know. And that's what we have to realize, how much we don't know. Like gum would be like people's go-to, not even knowing that it has stuff in it. You don't know that because you don't eat it.
I've done it in the past. And that's the other part too about all this, is give yourself grace, and as you learn, implement what you learn. But don't beat yourself up if you fall off or have some.
When what would we do when we first did a fast? I think because we worried about protein. Our first fast, we used to, what did we do, babe?
We used to cook
it's
already over.
Cooking is already bad.
It's already over. It's already over.
But just to be clear, we didn't have a group. You understand? We didn't have a leader.
We didn't know.
We didn't know.
So we would cook the
lentil beans.
The lentil beans, and then we would blend it up in the Vitamix.
Yep.
Until it was like liquid, and then we would strain it
to have bean juice.
And then have the bean juice. So we would do it was one of our 30-day cleanses. It was one of them.
One of the first ones.
One of the first ones. And so maybe on the 20th day, we were like, we should start incorporating some protein.
Yeah. Because oh my goodness.
That's what we know.
What are we doing?
And we would strain it.
And I would put a little salt. That's what I mean by you just keep going further and further. I was like, well, if I just put a little bit of
salt won't hurt.
A little salt won't hurt nobody. And literally, that's what we would do during our first cleanse. So we were cooking the beans and straining it.
That is hilarious. That's something I haven't heard before. I've heard a lot of different things.
As soon as we said cook,
we know we failed. We failed.
Somebody said, any suggestions on a juicer? I do. I have one. It's right here. But what's yours? What juicer do you use?
So I recently purchased the Nama J.
Come on! Welcome to the family. Wait, did you use the discount code?
Yeah, I got mine on sale. I got mine from Facebook Marketplace for $300.
What? Guys, did y'all hear that?
Let me put that in somewhere.
Barbie said that on her first live. She said, listen, you could go to a thrift store. Somebody is always getting rid of their juicer because they're not using
Basement
it.
Marketplace?
Facebook.
Facebook Market. I think it's a basement.
I never heard of it.
It's brand new. They never used it. And
of course.
No.
Yeah. But before that juicer, I had an Omega 8003.
You had me get the Omega.
Yeah.
You're the reason I got the Omega.
Yes. Yeah. So I'd recommend, the Nama is great. It is definitely pricey, but it's great. I love it. I asked my brother to buy it while we were here in LA. And so he got it. So that's what I've been juicing with. I recommend getting a masticating juicer or a slow cold press juicer.
Juicer. Yep.
Yeah. So the other type of juicer is called a centrifugal juicer. So I used to have like the Breville. I had a Jack LaLanne, and that's the one that like kind of pulverizes the fruits and veggies and stuff. And so you can still get juice from it. So first of all, any juicer is better than none.
Yes.
But for a centrifugal juicer, the way that it pulverizes the food, it kind of depletes some of the nutrients.
Yep.
So I'd go with a masticating, slow press, cold juicer over a centrifugal.
And those are the juices. Any juicer you get at Walmart, Walmart only has the masticating juicers. They don't have they don't have the cold press. They don't have the.
They only have the centrifugal ones.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, the centrifugal ones. And goodbye to Bed Bath & Beyond. But that is where I picked up my my Omega juicer.
Gotcha.
But they are,
and it's just like you said. So we'll just the Nama juicer retail price is $550.
Yes,
of course, with the discount code.
You get to get you a couple of vegan meals on the side.
You save 10%.
My brother used the discount code, by the way, for y'all.
Oh yeah. All right, but with the discount code, you get 10% off. But if this is not in your budget,
yes, which is understandable.
That's fine. You could click the link in our bio.
Yes.
And you can go and get the Omega.
Yes.
And the Breville.
Now,
the Breville, we used it for how many years? Like 10 years?
Used it for during the 60 days, Sean's Breville died.
That's right. Sure did.
So in the beginning,
longer than 10 years.
Longer than 10 years.
God.
In the beginning, Sean's Breville died. He did a whole video.
Why do you have to say like died? Why do you have to do that?
And he didn't want to use my Omega because it was too slow.
But it's
good.
Like,
I'm not taking an hour, Michelle, to do no juice. I'm not doing it.
The thing is, you have to know who you are, right? Yeah. I don't really have the time. We have 3 kids running the business. I can't be at a juicer for 3 hours juicing, right? Yeah. So I was like, listen, we got to get this Nama juicer.
He touched it like once. It was like, Michelle, this is too much damn work.
I don't have to. And we were doing 60 days. Oh, no.
He said we get in the Nama.
No, it would.
And so we survived off of the Omega, and we did 30-day juice cleanses off of the Breville.
The Breville is good.
Any juicer you have is good.
Yes.
But when
100%.
Even if you don't do it during this juice cleanse, the reason why we say a Nama is good to have is because a juicer is excellent to have in your house.
Yes.
It is something that you should be using on don't put yours on Facebook Marketplace because you're gonna use yours, okay? So don't, you know what I'm saying? It's an appliance that you should always have in your house.
Yeah, it's a great investment in health.
I was gonna took it right out of my mouth. Yes. That's right. That's right. Say what you were gonna say.
A few years ago, I did a like cost comparison of buying the amount of juices that I drink during my 10-day detoxes. If I did it for a year versus if I bought those amount of juices from like Kale Me Crazy or whatever. And I figured out it took me a year to make back the money that I spent on my Omega, which was $260. So it's worth it. If you're going to be juicing and you're going to invest in your health in that way, it will pay itself in a year. For this piece, it might be 2 years, but yeah.
Right.
And they last longer. I've been using my juice. I've been doing it like just like you guys for over a decade.
Right.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
And
one more question.
Go ahead. And it's like a 15-year warranty on a Nama juice.
I thought it was 10 years. It's 15 years.
15 years
warranty.
That's crazy.
You don't get a warranty if you get it from Facebook Marketplace. So use their discount code.
You ain't get that part, okay? But one last thing, because a lot of people have this question. This is really not my question. This is really because people always ask this, and I'm a person that we just throw it out. Because I've seen you do things with the pulp before.
Oh yeah.
So mind you, this is at the end of your cleanse because you don't want to be tempted to eat it. We had somebody want to dry it and put it back in a juicer. You can't do that.
No, you don't want to do
Once the pulp is gone, you can't use it for your juice cleanse anymore.
Right.
But I have seen Milena personally do some fun things with some pulp. And so can you just share with them when they're juicing again for the future, what you do with your pulp sometimes?
Not during the 10 days.
Not during the 10 days.
Not during the 10,000.
Yeah. One of my favorite things to do is save the carrot pulp. So I'll
use carrot tuna.
Yeah, that's carrot tuna right
and you can make carrot tuna, carrot salad, whatever you want to call it. It is delicious, and there's very simple recipes to do that you can just kind of feed that right back into yourself, and it's because it's fiber. It's super healthy, so that's one of my favorite things to do. And then the last juice that I did, I called it like a salad juice. I juiced tomatoes, garlic, onion, basil, like all this savory stuff. So the pulp smelled amazing. Like the pulp was great. And so I saved that pulp. And from that, I was also able to make like this sauce salad stuff for after I was done juicing, and it was amazing. Yeah. And I've also mixed it with like things like flax seeds, chia seeds, and I have a dehydrator. So if you have a dehydrator, you can, I think you could do it with an oven on low as well, but you can make like crackers, you can make breads, all that with the pulp. So if you're one of those.
We didn't have a dehydrator. I saw you make crackers before. I think I saw you make crackers with beets before, but you open the dehydrator. I mean, you open your oven and put it on the lowest temperature it could be. And that is supposedly a dehydrator.
Somebody said, what is carrot tuna? Ooh. It's tuna with carrots.
Wait, have you tasted Crystal's carrot tuna?
Yes. Crystal Shea Raw, y'all. If you guys like best raw vegan chef, yeah, she has amazing carrot tuna. Yeah.
Probably in the world.
Her lasagna to me is better than any cooked lasagna I've ever had.
Yeah.
I've ever had. I'm talking about the meat with the extra the cheese and the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how much we should be talking about food.
Well, I don't know. Shawn and I think we're soulmates. We watch food videos more when we're juicing than when we're not juicing.
Because we're always trying to set up what we're going to do after the cleanse.
So then we are literally watching.
But then I also binge
That's crazy to me.
I also binge watch people who are doing juice cleanses, who are doing it longer than me.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I watch them, I go, oh man.
I got it.
We got this. We got this.
But I have all these plans to cook things, and then I'd be like, how do you cook a raw? You know what I mean?
That's right, Bobby. It is amazing. Good. I'm listening.
So literally that's what, yes, Crystal's food is amazing. She might be a special guest on the show. I don't know. Keep tuning in, okay? But yeah, we watch food videos. We watch food videos and juicing videos. But not people juicing, but people who have healed themselves from. But
what's the ingredients in ice cream?
Oh, nice. What's the ingredients in ice cream?
The base is just frozen bananas, but you can make it whatever you want. So I love doing peanut butter. Well, it's a whole nother conversation. I'm not supposed to eat peanuts anymore because I did a food sensitivity test.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, but my favorite is peanuts. Actually, peanuts aren't good for you for another reason too. A lot of them have mold. Okay. But peanuts and bananas.
Don't eat peanuts. Yes.
Throw away the peanuts.
I don't know what that. Yes.
So, peanut butter. I always add spinach to mine ice creams because it doesn't change the flavor, and it's just some extra greens in there. So I almost always, if I have spinach on it, I blend it with spinach. But you can add cocoa powder if you want like more of a chocolate, maybe some mint extract. You can add vanilla extract.
Right.
You can do cinnamon. I put dates to just have a little bit of extra sweet. Yeah. You can do whatever you want. It's great.
It's frozen bananas.
It's frozen bananas.
Yeah, and I had to share this only because of the peanut comment. Shawn, before he went vegan, he was allergic to peanuts. Mm-hmm. And as his girlfriend at the time, when he would eat peanuts or peanut butter, he would get, you ever know, what is it called? Almost like bigger than a pimple.
Yeah, it was bigger than a
pimple.
And
it's not poppable.
And I didn't know what it was because at the time, my favorite chocolate bar was Snickers.
Right.
And I would eat Snickers all the time. And Michelle was like,
because he had these bumps on his face. They're more than pimples because they're not like you could pop. It was almost like cyst on his face. And I was like, babe, you're allergic to peanuts. And he was like, I'm not allergic to peanuts. I was like, you're allergic to peanuts. And then
stop eating peanuts.
Because when he did it again, it would happen every time he ate peanuts.
Yeah.
After we went vegan, can you eat peanuts now?
All the time.
Wow.
All the time.
His allergic it's gone. It's gone. I only say that to say that dairy and meat causes disorder in the body.
Yes.
And so sometimes your allergies will change when you change your diet because it's causing disorder in the body. The same thing why you're not allergic to spring sometime after you go vegan, or why you won't be allergic to peanuts. I used to have the
she said cystic acne. Thank you, Barbara.
That's what it,
Barbie. Thank you, Barbie.
Barbie knows everything. It's called cystic. I didn't know what a boil. Yes.
A boil.
Yeah. And I didn't know what it was on his face, but I knew it was a reaction to peanuts. I didn't know that much then, but I knew it was a reaction. Yep. Snickers. And now Snickers ain't vegan. You don't even like Snickers anymore.
I actually love Snickers. I just don't eat it. I can't. Look, if
I'm being, like, since then you haven't even eaten Snickers.
Well, that's because of what it did to me, and so you know how I am. I'm not eating it no more. Yeah, but at
Wadada, they've sold some type of raw Snickers bar before, and it's really good.
I know it has dates in it.
Raw Snickers bar.
Yeah, raw vegan Snickers dog.
That sounds good.
Wadada. So if you ever want,
I think I might YouTube the video right now when we get off.
and my pad thai comes with the peanuts.
Yes. Oh yeah, it does.
I think that's.
I think that is it, guys.
You guys have any final questions before we go?
Before we go, remember, guys, you got about 2 minutes to order juice from Barbie tomorrow. So you have to send me a DM and I'll get your order in. Has to be in before 10.
Ooh. Oh, that rhymes.
Has to be in before 10. We're so silly.
All right.
But all right, guys, jump and juice 10,000. Do not keep this to yourself. Share this. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yes.
Subscribe, doubledutchaerobics.com. Put on your notifications.
They said stop talking about food on day.
Make sure you are here. Look, that's what Malay said. But we cook for kids? I don't know. It's not hard.
Life goes on, right?
It's we have 3 kids now, and it's not harder than when I did a juice cleanse before. But I worked at a restaurant too, so some people will find that hard.
So, guys, if you thought this information was valuable, hit the number 1 in the box.
We told the kids they could say bye to us.
Number 1 in the box. Come on down, y'all. Come on down. And look, listen.
They've been very good for this.
Don't forget to like, follow, and share, and subscribe to Double Dutch Aerobics. We are streaming live from Facebook, Instagram, and what's the other one, babe?
YouTube
and YouTube.
But most importantly, the website. Subscribe to the website because we'll send you that stuff.
We got a lot of ones.
We got a lot of
ones.
All right. Look at Shad Jr.
Look for you.
He's so cute.
Look, she's like, now she acting shy. She ain't
Money. He said, it's me. It is you,
Maverick. Oh, y'all hear Maverick?
Come on, Money.
It's
me,
Maverick. It's me.
Come on in here, y'all.
Tell them she was telling us the 5 food groups all day. Ready?
Fruit, vegetables, grains, proteins, and dairy.
That's right. All right, good, Phoenix. All right, this is the crew.
Money.
These are vegan babies.
Say goodbye.
Woo! See, they all right.
Bye.
And they like the juice too.
All right.
All right. Milena, thank you so much for joining us. Hold on. Let me put your name up there.
Yes.
That's Milena.
Follow Milena, guys.
Go follow Milena. Y'all see the information right there.
Yes.
And make sure y'all like, follow, share, and subscribe to Double Dutch Aerobics. We will see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Same time. Same back.
It's a month.
All right. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Yeah, we love you, Milena. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in our house.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're right.
All
right,
Have a good night.
My Tim is coming out.
Okay.
They're saying great job, Milena. They're saying great job. There's a lot of ones. They got
awesome. I love it.
About you.
I love it.
All right. Have a good night.
Money. Am I hurting you? What happened?
He's 2, by the way.
I don't know what's wrong. Okay.
I don't know. He just started crying.
His foot. Come here.
His foot. All right, y'all.
All right. Good night. You okay?
Thank you so much.
Help you what? He wants